Hey everyone, there's so much misinformation and so much lack of knowledge out there about what a Facebook pixel is, what it does, what the heck is it? So I wanted to take some time today to show you what the Facebook pixel is, tell you a little bit about it, describe what it does and how it's useful for remarketing, retargeting people on your website or ClickFunnels or landing pages. So you can see here that I'm in the Facebook Business Manager in the Pixels section. And before I jump into this, let me go straight to the source and show you and tell you a little bit about what the Facebook pixel is. So the Facebook pixel is basically tracking. It's what allows you to view, kitten mittens on Facebook and then get hit with ads, up to 30 days later, up to 180 days later for kitten mittens or oven mitts or similar things like that. It's Facebook's code, literally code on how it can track you, how it can track your interests, what websites you visit, things like that. So conversion tracking. You can see how successful your ad is, your campaign, your promotion, by using custom conversions and conversion tracking such as event codes, and I'll get into that later. Optimization, you can automatically bid for the conversions after you set up your pixel. So if you have kitten mittens that are selling for $9 a pair and your ad cost is only $4 a pair, you can see the difference there. You can set up the conversion value and optimization based on that. And the most powerful feature is the remarketing or retargeting. You can set up custom audiences and custom conversions that track people as they go and flow throughout Facebook to your website, their different interests, so you can retarget them. So let's say somebody clicks on your ad and it goes to your landing page, and they jump off of it for whatever reason. We can set up a pixel or conversion tracking to retarget those people who viewed your landing page. Let's say somebody clicked through to your landing page, opted in, and now they're a lead. You can set up conversion tracking for that. You can track leads. Let's say somebody went to your landing page, purchased your kitten mittens or whatever your offer may be, purchased your upsell, and then you can retarget those same people with maybe another product offer, or maybe they didn't purchase the upsell. You can retarget them with the upsell. Is that making sense? So let me show you a little bit about what it is. When you set up your business manager, you'll have your pixel, and that's able for you to be free to set up. So you'll set it up, and this is already set up for us, Helpful Place Marketing's pixel. Let me just kind of go through the steps what you first see when you set it up. So you'll go to manually install the code yourself. And if you scroll down here, this is your pixel code. This is it right here. I know it looks frightening. I know it looks nasty, but it's just a contained code that you copy and paste. And for this example's sake, we're going to be using ClickFunnels. So we're going to copy it. And then there's two different ways to do it. I know a lot of you are using ClickFunnels already, but if this is for a website, let me just go ahead and tell you. If this is for a website, you're going to paste it into the above the closing head tag, the brackets with the head tag in it. So you'll just paste it before the closing head tag. So for this example, we're going to do it globally across your whole funnel. Now, a lot of people get confused and they do it page by page, but that's not the ideal way to do it. Like I mentioned, the head tracking code. And this is the funnel-wide tracking code. This applies it to every funnel step from your home page to your offer wall to your confirmation page, every step along the way. So we've already got it copied. We're just going to paste it right there. Boom, look at that. It's pasted. That's your Facebook pixel code. All right. You'll scroll all the way to the bottom, save and update settings. And it's on your funnel globally, funnel-wide. So let's see. Yeah, so I have the Facebook Pixel Helper for Chrome set up, and that allows me to see if the Facebook Pixel is working correctly. We can click on that. One pixel found on hpm.clickfunnels.com. That's our funnel domain. Disregard this because we don't have event tracking codes set up yet, but it has the Facebook pixel. So if you come back here, oops, wrong page, then you'll be able to send test traffic to your pixel. Since ours is already set up, we're not able to send the test traffic because it's already active, but you would just type in your domain, you know, www.mydomain.com, whatever that may be. You're going to send test traffic. It might take a couple times to do it in accordance with your page cache. You might want to clear your page cache, things like that. And then you can continue on. So that's how you set up the pixel funnel wide. If it's for your website, you may want to contact your web dev, your IT guy, or if you set it up yourself, you'll know about how to paste in the you know, the HTML tag, the head closing tag. So going back to what I was talking about earlier, you know, the custom event tracking, and that's if someone purchases, you know, someone goes to your landing page, they go onto your offer page, and then they purchase your product, whatever that may be, and they land on the confirmation page. And then generate lead, you know, they opt into your lead magnet or opt into whatever you're giving them in exchange for their contact info, and then they go to the thank you page. You know, you would paste the generate lead event tracking code on that thank you page. There's a couple others that, I mean, page views, you can paste the page view on just pages that they land on, let's say the landing page, for example, and that would just be the view content event tracking code. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and do generate lead. So there's a couple different ways you can do it, but if you're using ClickFunnels, once again, we're going to keep it pretty simple, and we're going to keep it on track event on page load. What that means is, you know, if they go to the thank you page, the page loads up, so it's going to track it on page load. You know, if you have a custom site, you can track the event on inline action, but that's not what we're going to do here. And that's basically like if they click a button, then you can put specific HTML tracking on the button itself in JavaScript, JScript. But you know, ClickFunnels is not that advanced yet, so we're going to stick with on page load. All right, so this is where you copy and paste it, and if you see here, it says opening the script, Facebook, track, lead, in script. It's simple. When you break it down like that, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so just right here, it literally gives you instructions. Paste the generate lead event code. Place the event code on your form completion page, whether that's your confirmation page, your thank you page, whatever page someone goes to right after they put in their email address to become a lead, quote unquote, or if you want to get really technical, a contact in ClickFunnels. So we've copied it to the clipboard. So let's say, for example, someone lands on our home page. Now, if they opt into whatever we have going on, a lead magnet, you know, opt in to schedule an appointment, something or other, then they're going to go to the thank you page. So once this loads, we're going to go to edit page here. And as you can see, this is not set up. I actually copied the funnel. So this page is not set up, but it'll work for this example. All right, so you see where I go here. I go to settings. I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. You go to settings, tracking code, because it is a tracking code. This is where we can paste into the header. We can also paste into the footer before the page stops loading at the very end. We're just going to paste it right there. Opening script, Facebook, tracking, lead, in script. You know, if this was a add to cart or a view content, let's just say it was a purchase, for example, and we can see here, you can add in your conversion value. My kitten mittens are worth $9 per purchase. I'm in America, so it'd be the dollar, things like that. Let me just go ahead and do it for you. So once again, pretty simple when we break it down. Opening script, Facebook, track, purchase. Value of $9 right there. Close bracket, in script, all done, game over. So we're not going to send that. We're still going to do the generate lead one. So once you've pasted it right there, exit, save. It'll save, back out of it. I keep going to that page. All right, and then you click done. So that's how to set up event-specific tracking codes. But let's say, for example, you want to create a custom conversion, and you don't want to mess around with event-specific tracking codes. Then you can create a custom conversion. Let's say, for example, a lead. Then all you have to do is go to the live page URL. That's the page that's live on the internet. And you copy this URL right here, and you'll create a custom conversion. It's going to be tracking from your pixel all URL traffic that meets the following criteria, and it contains this URL. Select it. There's two ways you can do it. You can leave your base domain in there, but I like to just have it as the ending URL. So it contains this thank you page URL. Once again, this is the thank you page you want to track. Name your conversions. Thank you page lead. Enough. The category. It's a lead. The value. What is your lead worth to you? 99% of the time, I leave that blank because a lead could be worth $2 or it could be worth $20,000. Go to click create right there. It's created successfully. You may be saying, Daniel, no activity yet. It's red. What do I do? I'm freaking out. Stop. Don't worry. If you go back here, you're going to want to open it in incognito mode, private browsing mode, whatever you call it. Refresh a few times here. I'm hitting refresh on my keyboard. You go back over here. Refresh the page. All right, active. Thank you page leads. Active. Last received in the last minute because I was in incognito mode. I didn't have any cache. It doesn't really know that it's me. Low volume, source for the pixel. This is where you'll see the conversions received in the last 7 days. It doesn't show you over the lifetime, so it just shows you on a week-by-week basis. All right, now you may be saying, Daniel, so I have people that have gone to the, the confirmation page or have gone to the upsell page but didn't purchase, things like that. How do I create a custom audience? Remember that, a custom audience based on those people from the pixel. When you have your pixel set up in the beginning, each time somebody from Facebook or somebody that has the cookies attached to it, the tracking, they'll be recognized by Facebook and you'll build up an audience. So if you want to set up a custom audience like that, you're going to go back over here to data sources. Remember, we're still in the pixel section. You're going to click on your pixel. You're going to select it. You're going to go over here. There's a few different tabs here. Events. Look, you can see all the different events that have happened. The activity. This shows you what came from where. Lead, purchase, boom, boom, boom. We don't have any items set up, so purchase isn't necessary. You're going to go to settings. Create a custom audience. All right, this is where you see your custom conversions, thank you page leads, but you create a custom audience to use in retargeting. This is very important if you want to have ads that retarget you, that retarget your audience that didn't purchase, that purchased, that opted in, that didn't purchase, things like that. It's up to you. So it's coming from your pixel, once again, and you're going to select people who visited specific web pages. You can also do visitors by time spent. You can also do from your events. But I'm going to do people who visited specific web pages because I already have a custom conversion set up. This is important. In the past 30 days, the maximum time for this one is 180 days. You see right here, enter the number of days you want people to remain in your audience. So let's say, for example, you're retargeting somebody with an offer that's only going to last the next 10 days. And you can select, people that have been in your pixel for the past, 30 days, and it's time specific. So you go back over here, once again, the thank you page, go to the live URL, copy that ending URL because it's page specific. Remember that. You don't want to have multiple pages with the same URL because your pixel and the URL tracking is going to get all messed up, and you're not going to know what to do, and you're not going to know what happened. So URL contains a thank you page. You can further refine it, but we're not going to do that today. All right, thank you page. These are leads. So we're going to name it accordingly. Create audience. There's 2 different options after that. However, it's got to get, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes to populate it. But you can find new people similar to existing users. That's called a lookalike audience, an LAA. And it's in percentages from 1% to, I think, 10%. But it goes out and finds people who are similar to your audience. I usually start at 1%, and then I do a 2 to 3, and then I do a 4 to 6% lookalike audience with defined interest. But that's getting pretty advanced. I'll talk on that later. And then you can create an ad using the audience, and that gets very specific. So kind of going back to lookalike audiences while I wait for this to populate, if you have a lookalike audience from a custom conversion or a custom audience that's only 20 people, it's not going to be as intelligent or as optimized as a lookalike audience of 500 or a custom audience of 500 or a custom audience of 50,000. If you have a custom audience of, let's say, 15,000, you're doing just fine. But you want to have it bigger than 20, bigger than 50, bigger than 100. It's really subjective to what you're doing and how specific you are with your location targeting as well. If you're doing, global e-commerce ads, then a custom audience of 50 people is not really going to cut it. But if you're doing lead gen for a doctor's office, then in like a 5-mile radius, then a custom audience of 50 people would work a lot better. All right, so I'm not going to wait for it to populate because it's going to have an audience size of 1 person, which is me, because I'm the only one who's gone to that page. But if you go back to your ads, then when you set them up, you'll have the ability to choose a custom audience in your targeting or a lookalike audience. So that's basically it with the Facebook pixel. It's nothing scary, but it's so important to include it on your website, on your ClickFunnels, on whatever you're trying to track. Because if you don't have it, you're not going to have the ability to optimize. You're not going to have the ability to retarget, remarket, things like that. You're not going to have the ability to track analytics in a way that you need to. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section, and I'll reply back as soon as I can. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.